So here we are at my mom's, and these are some paintings that she has hanging up in her house from different things I've done over the years. Some of them are from college classes, and some are, just throughout the years. And this is the room I stay in. There's some of my artwork hanging up. And I thought I would take a little look through the random art supplies that I have, or that she has. I think some of my stuff is in here from a while back, but we will see what is in the art supply closet. I was thinking about doing a video with some things that I could find, and I'm not quite sure what's in here. Oh wow, yeah. I don't know if I'll be working in acrylic, but there's a big box of acrylic paints that I'm sure she uses for like wood projects and stuff. Here's a sketchbook that I'm sure I've got some paintings in. Oh, yeah, it's my friend's son. Some ink drawing, little vampire girl. I think it's a gouache painting, maybe. Let's see. This is where my Meeden watercolor paper block went. Glass paint? No, we'll be doing any glass painting. The lights are always useful. Let's see if we can find any paints. Very large colored pencil case. Yeah, I don't even know what brand that is. Oh, we found a paintbrush. Decent, I guess. Feels synthetic. Maybe that'll work. Oh, these are chalk pastels. I'll put those aside. Oh, this is a watercolor painting I did a long time ago. Shoes and a purse. Paintbrushes, cool. Slightly smaller one. Slightly bigger one. Those will work. What's in the next drawer? Ah, maybe this is the jackpot. What is that? Oh, Montmartre oil pastels. Oh, we'll put those aside. What is this? Oh, gouache. Gouache. Paint pens. Oh, I wish I had a cameraman right now. I'm not quite sure how I'll be filming the video. Oh, I forgot what brand these were. Oh, this is Hemi. This is Hemi watercolor. I like these. I forgot about these. Totally forgot about these paints. Maybe I'll use these because we don't hear a whole lot on YouTube about Hemi watercolor. Anything else? This is a watercolor palette. Yes, this is Degato watercolor. Put that aside. Old Paul Rubens watercolor palette. This is a good one. I got a lot of use out of this one until I moved on. Yeah, that's good for gouache too. Small one. What is this? Some kind of sketchbook. All right, we'll see what we can do with this. We'll see what we can do. So this is the little desk in the room where I stay, and I put a little makeshift light up there on a jewelry bar. We will see if this little coffee cup and pen situation will be good enough to hold the camera. I know a lot of people who get started on YouTube before they get filming equipment often use this little setup here. Yeah, we'll see. I also found some water brushes, way cool. Good ones too. A couple more paintbrushes, which I'm not sure will work for anything except maybe gouache. And Sakura micron pen. Yeah, score. Just in case this light isn't good enough for me to be able to really actually see what I'm doing, I might just sketch out a drawing with this super black pen on this, I think it's, I'm not sure if it's 100% cotton, but it is watercolor paper that I received as a little gift when I got here. Not sure of the brand. And that's it right there. I can't read it through the camera, but you guys can see it. Later on, when I write out the description, I will examine that and put it in the description box. We'll see if I like it. And maybe I will just do some swatches. If anything else doesn't work out, we'll swatch the Hemi. But yeah, looks like this is what we're working with. I will see what I can do about setting up the camera. Okay, so we're going to swatch the little Hemi set. And this has a little palette that comes out underneath too. It swings under, which is kind of interesting. I mean, I don't really like the ones that take up too much space, and this one kind of gives you the option to tuck it back away. I do not have the swatch card that I used to have with this way back when, I don't even remember when I got this, probably in 2020. But I will swatch these out, and I can look up the colors at a later point before I post the video. And then I will list the colors in the description if I can find them. I'm not sure exactly what brush I'm using. It feels somewhat soft, and it's a synthetic brush, so it's a little bit better than some of the cheap acrylic brushes that I was finding, because those won't hold water or paint to the point where I can even get them on the paper. So yeah, this is probably a type of lemon yellow. And what I do remember about these paints is they're really, really nice and vibrant. I remember liking them a little bit better than my Paul Rubens even. And my lighting situation is not the same here, so I'm not going to be able to see even more so than usual. But I don't know. This is just me hanging out late at night. This is the 4th night that I'm here visiting, and the first 2 nights I was really tired. I went to bed early. We did a lot during the day. But the last 2 days we've just been laying low. We kicked back, went to sushi tonight, and I gotta be careful because this desk is really moving. Yeah, we had severe thunderstorms the last day or so, and so we've just been hanging out at home. I went and did some thrift store shopping with one of my friends that lives out here by my mom, and that was fun. But now I'm just kind of hanging out, and it's late, and I wanted to dip into some paint. I'm not sure if this is going to run into the next one. I probably didn't go over far enough. But you guys can see it's actually a pretty nice paint set. I'm not even sure they still have these on Amazon. They probably do. I know Hemi is more known for gouache. And they do have like markers that are out now and stuff, but this was my first, or no, I think I got this around the same time as the gouache set, but yeah, I've had this for like 6 years, but it's been here at my mom's, and I haven't used it in a very long time. And my mom gave me this paper from a friend who runs art classes, and they were at the art store one day, so she grabbed this little sketchbook, and I just wanted to try out the paper too. I typically don't really care for yellows a whole lot, and it's like hard for me to assess them and use them. But the ones in this, I do remember were really, really vibrant. Now that we're getting into the oranges and reds, yeah, you can see this. These paints are really good. I just have so much watercolor, and I've been using the more professional brands lately that I just brought this one along one time when I had traveled out here, and I left it behind as a, you know, something to use when I came to visit. And another thing I really do like about this set is the size of the pans. They're not totally full pans, but they're not half pans either. They're very good size for your paintbrushes. And they fit 18 into this little palette, which is another really impressive thing. Remember, this is a really nice color. This is like a really nice vibrant red right here. Oh no, this is the peach. This is like some type of peach color. That's right. It is really nice though. And I probably won't be able to fit all 18 on here because I'm doing some really large swatches. But, you know, just turn the page. And we'll get in all of the colors. But I'm not sure how this is going to show up on camera because I am using it in landscape mode. And it's very, very tilted because I have my camera in a coffee cup. But yeah, I'll give an overhead shot. I'll just pull it out of the cup and give it an overhead shot before I close out the video. Ooh, that's a nice one. This paper doesn't seem too bad. I would actually have to do a painting on it to get a more accurate assessment. And I'm gonna have to feel these to see which one I'm on. Okay. And these aren't sticky, but they do look kind of shiny in the pan, and so they remind me a lot of the Paul Rubens in the pink palette. Their first one that they came out with. And that one looks like it granulates a little bit. I think we're getting into the blues. So that might have been, I mean, I really actually have no idea. I have no idea what color we're on right now. I cannot see color a whole, you know, very easily, but LED lighting, forget about it. I have no proper perception of any type of color or shade when I'm using LED lighting. but I think on the camera it might translate well. And you guys will probably be able to tell. And you can always tell the granulating blue is usually ultramarine. And we have 6 colors left. And I could probably squeeze them onto this page if I really tried. That's interesting. What is that? They're not hard to re-wet. I think that's like a yellow-green or something. If I remember correctly, there was one of those in here. But you guys could be watching this and be like, dude, that's not yellow-green. That's not even close. I'm just trying to go by memory. But at the very least, you can get some entertainment out of the fact that I can't see color. But I'm just really wanting to get a feel for this paper. And I haven't seen these paints in a while, so I wasn't sure how many of you guys were familiar with these paints. If any of you have this set or remember this set when it first came out, let me know down in the comments. This paper seems to buckle just a bit, which hopefully means that it's relatively absorbent. Three more colors. Hopefully I don't run into the one that's dripping right there. Let's go a little low. I mean, really, who cares, you know, actually. You can see how they blend together. Not a big deal. Flatten the paper out a bit. I have a squeaky office chair. Stay flat. We have 2 more colors, and I believe one of them is black. I think this is burnt umber or something close to it. And then we have black. That I know for sure. Lemon yellow and black. Those are the ones I know for sure. Because they usually start and end a palette. Yep. Nice. Seems to be a little bit granulating, I think. And yeah, that's 18 color Hemi watercolor palette. Some nice colors, I think. What do you guys think? I'm gonna have to do a painting on the paper. Maybe I will connect it to this video and we'll see what we come up with. All right, so let's see what we can do with this little Hemi set. And this paper that I've never used before. I do have a water brush here that I will not be filling with water. It seems to be the only kind of decent watercolor brush that I would kind of be used to using. This one's like way stiff, but it's a larger brush, so it might be useful. And this little synthetic watercolor brush is interesting because it seems to be sinking itself into the barrel, into the ferrule. Barrel? Ferrule. Yeah, that's what they're called, ferrules. yeah, so we'll see if I can even work with this, but I will probably speed up this part of the painting, and I will come in on voiceover and talk to you guys. Okay, so here we are for the painting part of the video, and I was able to fit my camera in the cup with the tools and pens, so it is going to be very angled, but I did flip it in my photo editor so that it will be facing you straight on, but it's going to be very angled for the rest of the video until I do the overhead shot at the end. So as I had mentioned before, I'm going to be using this water brush without water in it, and that is because I wanted some better water control, but I really did want the flexibility and precision of this brush, since a lot of my other brushes were not anything close to what I would normally paint with, unless I'm using a stiffer medium like gouache or acrylic. This paper wasn't actually that bad. Once I did a couple of practice paintings on it and did those swatches, I was able to figure out that the surface of this paper really liked to hold on to water before it let it absorb, so I just had to be a little light with my water application and then take advantage of it when I go and do the background. So we just went a little whimsical this time. Not that my paintings are ever like super realistic or anything, but this one I went real whimsical, more than usual. I forgot how much I liked the colors in this palette. They're really vibrant, although I wasn't able to really remember the order in the last row because they do have the neutrals mixed in with some greens, like olive and emerald, mixed with a dark brown burnt umber that they call, I believe they call it bark or something like that. And then there's a type of burnt sienna also in here, but they have them alternated in the row, so I was really trying hard to avoid those greens, but I could have reversed them. She could have, green as her underpainting, and these leaves could be brown. I'm really not sure. Leave me your opinions or states of fact in the comments about these colors. I know for sure that these are some very warm reds that I'm using here for the flowers. But other than that, I wasn't really too sure. I did put a little bit of blue in the eyes. I believe that was maybe what they would be calling ocean blue or marine blue. But like I said, I will do my best to look up the actual color names and list them in the description in the order that I did swatch them. Now, just to clarify, Hemi is what we know the gouache brand to be, but Mia Hemi is what I looked up and bought this watercolor brand under, so it's MIYA HIMI. It's still the same brand, but I believe when you're looking for the watercolor or the markers, you may need to include the word Mia or Maya in it. And of course, like I said, I will leave the brand of sketchbook in case anyone liked it or was interested, but I believe this one will probably be staying here with my other vacation art supplies. I may or may not do a follow-up video to this one with some gouache and oil pastels, since those are both some brands that I really do like that I don't have at home right now. And yeah, we will see. So I will leave you guys to enjoy the rest of the video, and I hope you like this little vlog style discovery of random art supplies that you can, you know, actually put together a video and make some artwork when you are away from home and away from all the things you're used to using, all your equipment, supplies. And for anyone who may have thought they couldn't really do a YouTube video without the proper camera filming equipment and art supplies, well, this is proof that you can. It's a little crude, but yeah, you can do it. So I will leave you guys again to enjoy the rest of this video, and I will see you next one. Bye.